What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What is going on back there? What? Welcome back. So today, oh my gosh, Mississippi Acres Preserve has been fully released, guys. It's the first morning. Boom. You guys are all probably playing and loving the map, and I hope you guys are. And I'm dropping a gator guide right off the bat. And I just want to say, okay, this gator guide, it's very early. Everything that I've learned is based off of my map. The hotspot map is based off of my map, okay? So it might not be perfect. We might need to make some changes or additions at some point, and we'll do that. We'll update the map in the Discord. But as of right now, I feel like this is a very good head start for you guys, a very good look at what I've learned about the alligators as far as strategies, as far as their hotspots, as far as kill shots go, you know, aiming in the right spot, just strategies to take down, strategies to hunt them. We've learned a lot. As you guys know, I've spent pretty much the entire beta hunting alligators, okay? So we're gonna jump into it, and we're gonna do that, and we got loadouts, we got hotspots, we got strategies. Normally I wouldn't put hunting footage into a guide because I like to get straight to the point, and we do it as quick as we can. But I'm gonna have a little bit of footage in here from hunting in today's stream, hunting the gators, because I made some really good kill shots, and I want you guys to see that. Okay, so we'll show some footage from some really good kill shots. Basically, what we're looking for as far as kill shots to get insta kills on the gators. We're gonna talk about my favorite guns that I've been liking to use on them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, drop a like on it. If it helps you at all, if it helps you at all, drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 15K subscribers, trying to get there before the end of the year. Enjoy the video, and without further ado, I mean, let's get into it. All right, guys, so right off the bat, I think the first thing we should talk about is hotspots. So let's bring up the Mississippi map. This is brand new to you guys. You guys just got the full release today, but we're gonna bring up the hotspot map, and this is based on my own map, okay? My own Mississippi map throughout the beta. This isn't gonna be, your map is not gonna be exactly the same, but as far as the hotspots go, I feel like this is probably gonna be, you know, pretty much consistent throughout everybody's maps. So I completely went over my entire map. This is what I found. If there's a star there, that's a hotspot. If there isn't a star, that pretty much means that I only found females at that location, okay? So we've got the whole West Shore, males all the way up there. Awesome spot for gators. The top, so I checked most of that North Shore. You can see there's a little bit there that I didn't check, but I did hear from a couple other creators that they didn't find any gators up there, so we checked a little bit of it up there. We didn't see any, and we left it at that, okay? Pretty safe to say there aren't gators up there, and the only ones that I did find up there at that little lake, just kind of near the shore there, along that North Shore, there were only a couple females there. So the gator lakes up in the northeast of the map, great for gators. You're gonna find mostly males if your map is anything like mine, but there were a few females through there. Really good spot for gators. And then all the hotspots that I've kind of pointed out going down the map there, really good. Those are where you're gonna find tons of male gators. And then yeah, that West Shore, really good for male gators too. So that pretty much covers the hotspots. B9. Oh, let me spot it at least. Oh, they're mythical. So rude. Dead. Now they're mythical. Oh, that second shot was a brain shot. Wow. On the run. I'll take that. As far as loadouts go, so basically what I did, I started with the M1, just trying to practice placement. Basically what you're looking for here, you're looking for a brain shot or a neck shot, okay, for the instant kill. And then there's not a lot of difference between the two. The brain shot's kind of right behind the eye, in between the eye and the ear, okay? And the neck shot's just a little bit further back than that. There is a sweet spot there, okay, where if you kind of hit in that sweet spot, you're either going to get the brain or you're going to get the neck, and you're going to get the instant kill. The way that I've been doing this, that I have found is the best, is to take the drilling rifle, which is an absolute beast. I had no problem shooting them from 150, maybe even 200 meters with the drilling rifle. If you've got a good broadside shot, the way that I've been doing it though is to have the drilling rifle on me and have the M1. So start with the drilling rifle, shoot, pull out the M1, ADS, right? Aim down your sights and look at the gator. If you didn't get that kill shot, boom, you got the M1, you got the fastest rifle in the game, and you can take a follow-up, you can take 2 follow-ups if you have to, right? 2 mythicals there, a 6 and a 7. Unreal. And a 5. Dude, okay. What's going on here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? Hey? What in the world are you guys doing? Oh, it wasn't loaded. Okay, I got that one. They're gonna dip. No, I think they're bugged, kinda. They can't find their way into the water. Nice. Yeah, you too. Nice. Let's go. Mythical. Oh, look at that shot. Doesn't get much better than that. Oh my gosh, it's picture perfect. Textbook. Absolute textbook shots, fatal shots in the exact same spot. Oh, and that one was the lower neck. And that was the other mythical. 2 mythicals sitting there. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I have heard that the muzzle loader is really good for the gators as well. I didn't try it, but I'm sure that the muzzle loader is probably a really good option. The 470, if you're just grinding and you're not worrying about getting full score, the 470, the nitro, could be definitely very good. You've got shotgun options. You've got the option of the 454 Rhino. You have the option of the 44 and 357 too, but I wouldn't do that. If you got the Rhino especially with the hardcast bullets, I would use the Rhino possibly as well. As far as bows go, you've got the 420 arrows, the 420 bolts, the 540 arrows. Lots of options, shotgun options. Class 6, right? You got a lot of different options there. You can also use the 7mm. If you've only got the 7mm, the 7mm is probably a really good option. You can swap out what I'm kind of saying with the drilling rifle. Do that with the 7mm and carry, one of the other weapons, whether it be the M1 or the 303 or the 6.5, something that's got more than 1 round in it. So basically, you can start with either, if you've got the drilling rifle, you can have that and then have a backup. Right, or have the 7mm with a backup, whether it be the Eckers 30-06 or whatever. But I would highly recommend, if you don't already have the Smoking Barrels weapon pack, get the Smoking Barrels weapon pack that gives you both the muzzle loader and the M1, okay? And then you can kind of pick what you want to do. Like I said, for me, the drilling rifle and the M1, really good combination for the gators. I'm gonna have to ask you to just move just a little bit. Just do a little moment, do a little turn around. Now you're alert. We can get this show on the road, okay? If you could just turn just a little bit. Didn't want you to go that way. That's better. Still don't really have a lot of sight on you, though. Should do it. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, middle neck. That first shot was good. First shot was done deal. Hunt them while they're resting. Okay, they start resting. They rest most of the day. They don't drink. There's no drink zones for gators. They rest most of the day. They've got some feed zone times as well, but basically they start resting in the morning at like 9. So you're gonna have zones from like 9:30 to like 12 or sorry, 11, 11:30, and then they have another rest zone that starts at 12 and goes to like 16:30. And I have found that that's kind of the best time to hunt them. I have found that that's the best time. When they're feeding, they seem to be kind of swimming around a lot. When they're resting, they're more kind of hanging out on the edges of the river. Sometimes they're gonna be in the water too. Mostly only if you spook them though. When they're resting, they seem to be kind of still and hanging out in one spot. When they're feeding, I've noticed that they move around quite a bit. So I would hunt them when they're resting. I've got it on the hotspot map there, 9 to 16:30. And yeah, I mean, other than that, go to the hotspots, check your whole map. Shot placement, and you can see it in the video. There's some good examples in this video of good kill shots between the eye and the ear for brain. Okay, right behind the eye though, not very far back. But what's cool is if you do go a little bit too far back and you miss the brain, you're gonna get the neck, most likely. Like most of my shots, even when I was kind of shooting for trying to get brain, I was hitting the neck because I was just a little bit too far back. And now I just shoot for the neck. The neck is an instant kill, whether it's upper neck, you know, middle neck, whatever it is. If you hit the neck, it's an instant kill. Oh, really? That shot felt really good. Yeah, it went down. Yeah, that was definitely an X shot. Right in the neck. Perfect. Whoa, did I just brain shot that thing? Brain shot on the run. Let's go. That's funny. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is just alligator behavior. And basically, the main thing is this is a different species than what we're used to in the Call of the Wild. And if you've been watching the streams and the videos throughout the beta, you've seen a lot of that. So if you spook an alligator, it's gonna go into the water and it's gonna dive under and it's gonna go down there for a long time. You can wait it out. It might take up to a couple hours in game. I feel like with that mechanic, there's probably gonna be a lot of time resets and a lot of game resets. And that's just the way that it is. You kind of just want to take your time. Unless you're flushing out the gators, unless you're just kind of running through, checking your zones, flushing them out just to see what you've got on your map, you're going to want to take your time. If you spook them, you're probably going to want to do a time reset or a game reset. Tree stands are going to be your friend here. Tripods are going to be your friend. Tree stand hunting, I think, is going to be huge for gators. Just having setups at these hotspots with tents based on where your zones are and having tree stands set up. You know, and then if you do see something that you really want, if it's a rare or level 9, you're going to strategize and kind of, you know, set the time early, go to that zone, get up in your tree stand, and then wait for that gator to come in. And that's going to kind of be the strategy for them. Another thing is if they are in water, you got to keep in mind, if they're in too deep of water and they die, they will go under, okay? They will go under the water and they will die and they're gone. This is not like any other species in the game. That mechanic is new, okay? There's no other species like that in the game, right? So you want that instant kill, and if not the instant kill, you want to get that thing down before it gets in the water and dips down and is gone. And it's something that they will do. People are going to be losing diamonds. People are going to be losing rares until, you know, like this is a new challenge. This is a whole different beast than what we're used to in the Call of the Wild. So you really want to take your time. You don't want to be rushing stuff with them, rushing shots. You want to strategize, and basically you want to make sure that the gator that you're after, if you're after a rare or a diamond or whatever it is, you want it to die on the land, okay? Or in shallow water. If they die in shallow water, they'll float over. But if they're in deep water, they're gonna go under. They're gonna die underneath the water, and they don't come up when that happens. They're just gone, and it'll respawn into something else. So I feel like I've gone over kind of everything that I can. And if you guys have been watching the streams or any of the videos too, you've seen this in practice. You've seen me going through this, trying to figure them out, trying to, you know, getting frustrated. And I've put about 20 hours into the 4 piebalds that I found on my map. Each one took, you know, 4 or 5 hours. There was one that actually took 6 hours to get down in total over 2 streams. And that was just, you know, making sure that we're not shooting something in deep water, making sure that we're not going to lose it, right? Even if you've got an opportunity to shoot it, you might not want to do that. You want to make sure that if I'm not going to get the kill shot, I've got enough room, you know, where it's not just going to run straight into the water and be gone, and I can get a follow-up and that sort of thing. But yeah, so I feel like I've touched on everything I wanted to touch on. I feel like I've covered enough as far as strategies. We talked about hotspots. We talked a little bit about loadouts. Yeah, I feel like we've pretty much touched on everything. So hopefully this video won't be too long, and I hope it helps you guys. And if it does, drop a like on the video. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers, trying to get there before the end of the year. Take care and be safe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.